This is Shane, Hurricane Helms, inviting you to watch Rasslin Rage. That's Rasslin, Rasslin, Rage, every Friday night, 8 p.m. on YouTube.com. And if not, what's up with that?
Oh!
This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Who's going down? This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Bam! What's happening? Hello?
What's up?
Hello? Hope you everybody see the 10-bell salute. That was pretty cool. Anyways, hello everybody. I'm the man with the master plan and the host of Rasslin Rage, Cody. And to my right is none other than Master Taylor Weir. Thank you for coming on the show once again. What is your count? Do you know your count? Did you go back and figure it out?
You know, I really should. I don't think I did because I know it's not a competition. But like if there was a place, I'm in like 7th. There isn't even.
Right.
But one day I'll sneak up. I'll just come like 5 days in a row, and then next thing, crown.
That's kind of like what Josh did. Josh just showed up.
Josh figured out there was a challenge. The moment Josh goes, challenge, he's go right for it.
I'm pretty sure Josh is the only person that's just showed up to my house on numerous occasions. Like, he was here after Shogun. Like, we were sitting here and we were like, and it was Josh knocking at the door. But guess what? He had ice cream, so it was cool.
See, that's what I was saying. I was like, I would have come and seen Shogun, but Josh knows. Yeah,
Josh came with ice cream. Well, and speaking of Rasslin Rage Rasslin Rage is brought to you by none other than Happy Harper Ice Cream. As you can see, down there over there, the little Happy Harper dude's down there. Check him out. And while there's other things you need to check out, because I'm happy to debut this sweet new thing. You're on the show. We don't get to hear it, so I'll have to show it to you after.
Oh,
okay. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Watch this.
Well. I can't wait to have some of this ice cream. Shogun's been waiting all day for this. After a long day of suplexing, nothing like some sweet ice cream to square me away.
Hey, Shogun. What's that?
Happy Harper's, Michigan's finest, most indulgent, loveliest ice cream.
What flavor?
Since you asked, Shogun Suplex Surprise, my own specialty flavor. Got like a lemon pie. Actually, just like old Shogun's grandma used to make.
Can I have some?
You want some of this ice cream? You want some of Happy Harper's ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can't have none. Get your own. Happy Harper's, Michigan's finest ice cream. Hit them up on Facebook to find out more.
That's right. Happy Harper Ice Cream, official sponsor of Rasslin Rage. You head on over to their Facebook page at Happy Harper Ice Cream to find out all about their sweetness of flavors and whatever they got going on over there. I know future plans.
I didn't even have.
Yeah. Well,
Sparkle Hard Ice.
Yeah. Josh just found out about it the other day.
Aww.
So good stuff. Good stuff. That is the best commercial I've ever seen. I told you, man. Shogun sent that over to me, and I fixed it up, and that's the whole reason why I was asking you for all that stuff today.
That's so cool.
Did you know
yeah,
that?
No, I was like, I guess, yeah, I can do this. It's no problem. Because it really only
Yeah.
takes me.
Right, yeah. So we were editing it all up, and I sent it all over to.
So-
Yeah, I sent it all over to Josh, and now Josh is going to put it up on his Facebook page for Happy Harper Ice Cream. So we got all that good stuff going. So yeah, head on over there. Definitely a good
This
time.
is how business is. Man has an idea, and friends go, yeah, all right, and then we just make it happen.
That's the way it should be, truthfully.
But this is about wrestling, so we're gonna.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
wrestling.
we could go into a whole like business thing, but make sure to
You're
smash
too
that.
smart for that. They can't know. They
Yeah.
can't know the secret.
That's true. Smash the like button if you haven't already, and also please subscribe.
Hello, heel fan news. What is?
Whoa, hi, nice to see you guys. While you're in the description down there, mind you, by the way, if you're on your mobile, right? If you're on your mobile and you got to get to the description, over to the right, there's a little arrow. Right, you hit it, and that'll bring down a drop down and bring down the description. Of course, you can head down to there and get the WWE shop, the high spots, all that good stuff. Buy some cool things, but also you can get a Rasslin Rage T-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com.
They're so soft.
/Rasslin Rage. And my man Josh, Happy Harbor Ice Cream, he's got both of them.
Josh is gonna own every Rasslin Rage.
Well, he's the Rasslin Rage super fan. And of course, Rasslin Rage has Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Rasslin Rage. I'm still kind of trying to figure out Instagram. It's a little above my knowledge. I'm not old, but you know what I'm saying.
Adapting.
That's okay.
This
We'll go with that.
Technology what the heck? It springs on everybody. Your
Yeah.
interface changes and you all complain. You know.
Right. Okay. Well, it's going to be time for indies now.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
And we're not going to talk about every indie. And there's, indie-esque things we talk about as well, like heel fan news. So, who are here, which is awesome, by the way. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. So, we're going to talk about some indies and things like that. So, here we go. Bam. Did you miss my interview with the Warboy, Dre Jacobs? Catch it after the show, r2youtube.com.
This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage.
Coming to the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel on Wednesday, August 7th at 10 a.m. My interview with the British Amazon, Heidi Katrina. Make sure to check it out Wednesday, August 7th at 10 a.m. Bam. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to get into some indies. What do you think about that?
Sounds good to me.
I'm a little excited about this weekend because me and Josh are on a road trip tomorrow. Yeah, we're heading to MPWA New Breed in New Baltimore, Michigan. It's going to be a good time. But we talk, you see the video, Heidi Katrina, you see the video for Dre Jacobs. I had a blast doing that, Dre Jacobs. I was sitting here with the wife a little bit ago and I watched it, and the whole time I was smiling just watching. I had a really good time doing that interview. It was probably one of the most comfortable, even though, like I said before, I've told people that I was a little intimidated. Even still, I was probably one of the most, I was one of the most comfortable interviews I've done so far, where I was just like, had a good time. I really did have a good time doing that interview.
He's got a very, he's got a very good kind of wave to him, or
yeah, for sure.
He's a really good dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like too much, but like
yeah.
But the last show he was made sure I didn't jump also in the way to catch brother off the U-Haul. Very invested. I appreciated that in the moment. I was like, I know, oh gosh, this is happening.
Well, so those are up, and then you can also, well, Heidi will be up Wednesday, and this was up this past Wednesday. I like how you smile when you say
Oh, Heidi.
But you can also check out the XICW Wrestling with a Vet highlight video, which great match, another great match there. Tickets are still available for the season finale of Proving Ground. You can get tickets for that at xicw.info/tickets. Tickets have also went on sale for the first episode of next season.
That's August, right? Or October?
I think so, October.
Okay.
Always a great show if you ask me. So, we already have tickets.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, we already have the booth.
That's what's important.
Yeah, I know. So then tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow Josh and I are hitting the road, and we're heading to New Baltimore, Michigan for MPWA New Breed second act. Oh, I think I got a thing up here. Let me see. Here. There's a thing. And look, there's, by the way, everybody, if you didn't see, Happy Harper over there. Is that what we're calling him now? Happy Harper?
Yeah,
Oh, you're going to want to scoot.
Jacobs.
There we go. Yes. Yeah, there you go. But we're heading over here to NPWA New Breed second act, it's called. Pretty stoked about this because I'm going to be sitting down with the House of Truth graduate, Electric Ely.
That is, I'm excited to hear how that goes because he seems like an interesting character.
Yeah, well, and he's 6-7 months in, so yeah,
What?
That's it. Yeah,
That's a baby.
Right.
That's a tiny child.
Yeah, well, and I like the look. I like what he's got going on, and
the Tide Pod.
And
it really works for him.
I do think we're gonna see some good things out of this guy. And if you've noticed, and I just said it today, we're starting to see him on more and more flyers. Every time you turn,
because he looks like Dash from Incredibles. Come to life.
There you go.
And everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be." Actually, when I've seen him, it's been really impressive. The fact that he's only been in this for so long is shocking.
Right. Well, you don't know if you do this or not, but Rob Clooney will be there as well. But he's guest hosted the show, and I'm actually
back in the day.
Right, I'm actually currently working out another time for him to come back. He's kind of busy. He's writing another book, he said. Mm-hmm. So I think he said it's about done. So he's like, "Well, I'll get back to you and let you know." So we'll get there.
Man, writing books is hard.
Yeah, right. So there's that. By the way, there are some complaints about the chair.
This one?
This chair.
Yeah.
Yes. So there was complaints. The chair. Listen, you see a chair, you like it, buy it. There you go.
Okay. What's wrong with the chair?
I don't know.
Because it's.
I like leaving.
Get the Jabba the Hutt look.
Sure, whatever. So there's that. I really like the concept of New Breed. Like, think about it. New Breed. Okay. So there are some veterans, like obviously you see on the flyer here, Caleb Stills. But I don't know if that's the right flyer. I don't think that's the right flyer. Whatever. Life goes on.
It is a flyer that said did see.
Right. But tickets are still available for that. But the concept behind New Breed is it's a bunch of new folks. It's like, there are a couple dudes like Clooney and Chuck Whedon, the gaming biker, but there's all different types, but mostly the New Breed, the newer.
That is a really cool concept.
Yeah, and just like I don't know if you watched it, but when I interviewed Cody Hawk and we were talking about Future Great Wrestling, I don't know if you know, but Future Great is down in Ohio, and Cody's the head trainer down there. And they run every Friday. They've ran two back-to-back shows, I believe, 2 weekends in a row, where they've done Friday, Saturday, 2 weekends in a row.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a little tiring. I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but he was saying he prefers run every week rather than because it gives his guys more time in the ring. And
you're training anyways. Right, I mean, why not?
Right. Well, and it's the more they get, the more ring time they get, the better they get. More people want to come see them. Just think about it, right?
I agree with Josh. We should go there somewhere. Well, I'd love to go to more promotions. It's a difficult challenge, but it's cool to see how many there are, and when they work together, kind of like that a lot more. It's hard as almost a casual, definitely call myself. See on social media like how they're talking about other.
Yeah.
It's better to see them. It's nice to see them being like, "Hey, you guys should do this one," and "Oh yeah, I like you guys should come down to ours." So much nicer.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, tickets are still available for Newbury. $12. You can get the tickets on Eventbrite, which is cool. $12. That's pretty cheap. If you see me or my dude Josh there, please introduce yourself. Say hi. I always like having conversation with wrestling fans. You know, I'm a talker. That's why I have a YouTube channel talking about wrestling. But I specifically talk about independent wrestling mostly. But come on up, say hi, man. I've met tons of people this way at independent shows. Neil, Nasty Neil, you know, a lot of people.
The fans are. It's cool to go back to shows and be like, "Oh hey, good to see you again." All the girls at the XI shows, that work at the bar.
Yeah.
Like now we're starting to know them. The waitress that brings us.
Right. Now next week I'm heading to Metro Pro Wrestling right here. Some interesting matches booked for that night. Your brother's booked.
Hey, look
that.
at Dork.
Right. Juntai will be facing off against Orlando Christopher in a last man standing match. Now, I really like Juntai. You know who Juntai is, right? He is part of Lotus, black hair.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
See, I'm good with the faces.
Yeah. Great. Great. I've seen him in Evolve a couple times. I've seen him in Evolve in a tag team match. I've seen him in a couple singles matches in Evolve. And I've seen him in a bunch of matches here in Michigan. And I really like June. So I really hope that he comes up on top on it. Then we have OVE's Madman Fulton's coming to town against Chuck Stein. Good stuff there. And then, do you know who Madman Fulton is? He was in WWE. He was part of Sanity at one time too. You know that dude's 6'8". Yeah, this guy right here on the flyer. He's 6'8".
My gosh.
Yeah, he's an Impact. He's huge, man.
So we need to see him throw someone.
Right.
Is he a cruiserweight?
No. No. And I Big John's, I think 6'7" or 6'8". So that's how big that dude is. Insane.
That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah. And then Alex will be taking on Nolan Edwards.
Oh man.
As well. So
that's two crazy dudes.
Yeah.
Two crazy talented dudes.
Right, and then Bronner's down there, I believe. I think, yeah, I see him, and then Mysterious Movato's down there. So they're definitely going to be a good night for that. And you can get. I think you might have to buy tickets at the door for this one, but tickets are $15 for adults and kids 12 and under for $5. That's amazing. Nice. All right, so now. Big shout out to my mans. All right, I got to do this for real, man.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Oh, Cyrus Satine, Aqua Bra, swimming and swimming and swimming. He'll be on August 7th. I don't know if you guys are still following him or what have you, but
gotta keep track.
He won a battle royale at the ACW Proving Ground, and I think it's in Port Richey there. But anyways, and that gave him an opportunity. He took his opportunity against Anthony Henry, who is the current FIP champion. So August 7th, Cyrus Satine, the Aqua Bra, taking on Anthony Henry, dude. I'm okay. So
he's only gonna go up from here. That boy got determined and then took off.
I'm not gonna lie. When I watched the match, if you haven't went on, listen. By the way, all the ACW Proving Grounds that they do on Wednesday night, they upload to their YouTube channel. So head on over there and check all that out, because all those matches you'll get to check out like a couple days later, because they do those Proving Grounds on Wednesdays, and I believe either Thursday or Friday they upload it. Maybe later, I don't know, but you do get to see them. So like I watched the match that he was in, the 20 where he was the last man standing and everything. and then next week he had a singles match, But regardless, you can check all that stuff out. So,
That's really cool.
But anyways, when I watched that match, I could not help but kind of
Cry?
a little bit.
Oh God, yeah.
And it was.
He's older than me, and he's my son.
It was a little happier.
So
I was happy. I was happy because I was like, dude,
he deserves it.
Yeah, and he's coming back from this shoulder injury, and he's on top of the world right now. So I wish him all the luck out there, and I want to say congratulations to him out there if he's watching or if he watches later. Oh, good stuff. So make sure you pay attention. You never know. We may have a new FIP champion.
I knew that, dude.
Can't
wait.
That'd be sweet. Now, before we get out of the indies thing, we're going to talk a little bit about heel fan news. They were here. I was there. Yeah, I went down there Saturday of last week to film an episode of their show.
Yeah.
And
man.
It was on Wyandotte Cable today at 4. Right. It was on Wyandotte Cable at 4. And then I believe he said on Monday it will be on their YouTube channel. So I'll post all that, have you. And after me, like this, so they did, I was an interview with me, and then, filmed that for a minute, and then there was an interview with El Ridiculoso. I wasn't involved with the interview with El Ridiculoso,
but you got to,
but I got to see it all, watch it, everything. So yeah, definitely a little different for me because it was in a studio, multiple cameras, and we're talking like high dollar cameras. We're not talking like like that thing up there, but it was definitely a different experience.
Give it time.
Right, it was definitely a different experience, and I enjoyed it. And we have one of the things that we talked about on the show was when on the show. As a matter of fact, it was Jonathan Presley that interviewed me on Heel Fan News. You remember Jonathan Presley? He was the manager of Keith Sweat at one time. But anyways, he interviewed me, and they asked something that I wanted to do for the future. And I want to do an independent tour, not so much like, but as a fan as well as Rasslin Rage, but go around. And I would at one point I want to hit every independent promotion in the state of Michigan.
You could totally make that a 20.
Right, and not only that, I have ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I have ideas about how I want to go about it. I just don't know how to. I have to still think about how to execute.
That donation. That's the start. The Cody independent. Think about it. He needs content to create. If you provide the means for the content, he can create more content for you to watch. It's a cycle of satisfaction, guys. I'm just saying. $5 is a cup of coffee. Let's go.
A cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee.
Oh man, we're gonna offend a lot of people.
It's all right. But I will definitely be sharing that once that goes out. But I had a good time, so I want to say thank you. And then, but yeah, we talked about that, and they're like, man, we should do that together. So maybe we're gonna have a Rasslin Rage Heel Fan News tour of Michigan, independent tour. So we'll see how we're still figuring it out. We're still kind of working out the details and what have you. And then look for a episode or two, or who knows, with Heel Fan News as maybe guest hosts or interviews, whatever. We still haven't figured out, but we're getting there. We'll get there. We'll get it all hashed out, and you'll see it on the YouTube channel very, very shortly. So, hey, is that your grandma?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? So,
I hope she's doing fantastic.
That's great.
Look, if you don't love your grandma that much, you're doing it wrong. Unless she's crazy, but my grandma's cool.
So, with that said, we're now leaving the indie section of the show, and we are going to go into what I like to call, or what we call, All the Rage, where we talk about news, crazy stuff, whatever, stuff to do with pro wrestling. We got some real big stuff to talk about that happened today. So when we come back. Bam. All right. So today, tickets went on sale today for AEW's very first televised, not pay-per-view, televised show that's going to happen on TNT in October.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now I looked it up. It's a 20,000 seat arena. So now I don't know how many seats are going to get taken away or added and what have you. And I'm sure, I don't know if that's including a floor, because that's what the count was for the arena as is. That wasn't with everything else. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they sold that out in 2 hours.
Sounds about right.
2 hours.
Sounds about like a
Ladies and gentlemen, 2
WWE success.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. That sounds about right. And that's crazy. AEW is going to be on TNT. That's the baby step.
Mm-hmm.
That is the tiny hand reaches out on the top
Wednesday
stair.
Night Dynamite.
Better get them locks for your cabinets. They're coming.
Yeah, but that's I haven't seen the actual numbers on the ticket sales yet, so to give or take what they take away from production and entrance and what they add to the floor, I don't know. So
I mean, it can't be. Even still, like, they're going
It's
to
a
sell
big
out
deal.
of those if
It's
they
a big
add
deal.
any, and if
Yeah.
they don't, they're going to have issues.
well, and on top of that too, there's you have Kenny Omega with the Young Bucks going against Chris Jericho and a unannounced tag team that they're hyping real big, like it's going to be a new tag team.
Who you think?
I don't know.
No idea?
None.
Could be anybody.
Yeah, really could.
It's going to be JR.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But go play your softball, Beals.
They're fighting.
Oh well, he's
They're
probably
fighting words in the chat.
Beal-
Probably because it's
the Hardys.
It's Beals Weir Harper, right? That's the actual guest host.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here, I'm gonna come from behind,
Isn't for fans.
like in
Oh,
Mario
yeah.
Kart. Waluigi, here I come.
So moving on.
Yeah.
Those of you that were see, I told you we were going to talk about this. Those of you that were wondering what's going on with Johnny Impact. Well, I don't even know if he's good because I don't know. But we'll talk. So he's going to have stem cell treatment for injuries that he has incurred during his wrestling career.
Yeah.
But he's going to like Colombia, South America, like dude.
To get the treatment.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
If that's what you want to do. If it works, I suppose, that would make me a little nervous. And it kind of makes me sad though. They put their bodies on the line every single time. You mess up one time, you're done. You get an injury, you're done for weeks. And it's it reminds me of football players.
Yeah.
And how their bodies are and how messed up they are. I know a guy who's a football player and he's retired already and he's like 30 now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's because they're when you could at that level, it's a different level. Oh yeah. But
kudos to you guys though. Thanks for the entertainment. It's like Coliseum.
I just don't know. Like, I don't know if he's like maybe not under contract anymore and his intentions to come back or Impact. I don't know. I have no idea. But
do you think he would come back?
Oh yeah.
He's been at it for a long time. I don't think he has any signs of stopping.
He's got more people to take to Slam Town.
Yeah.
So
exactly. Like he's got grudges.
Yeah, it's Slam Town is what he calls it. Slam Town. He's a really cool guy, by the way. I met him twice now, and he's really cool, dude. Yeah. But to my understanding, Rey Mysterio had the same type of treatment. So
really,
yeah, my understanding.
Well, and he's amazing, the human Energizer Bunny.
And then in other news, Tennille, is that how you say it? Tennille Dashwood, I think it is.
Girl,
But
I don't know.
formerly known as Emma in WWE, has signed a contract with Impact Wrestling. So I really like Impact's women's division, or they call it the Knockouts division in Impact. There's a lot of good women's wrestling going on in Impact. Not only is there a lot of good women's Impact, or a lot of good women's wrestling going on, there's a lot of good intergender wrestling going on in Impact as well.
They're figuring it out. They're getting the formula.
Like Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan, that match they had at Slammiversary. Yeah, dude, amazing. And then now they're having a rematch. Either they did or they are. I can't remember, but I have to go back and look. So yeah. But what's really cool, I know a few people that do podcasts and wrestling. One of the guys I talked to does we're not like good friends or anything, but we talked every once in a while. We comment on stuff, but the guy that does the Irish Whip podcast, which is a very, very popular podcast, Josh, he asked me, he goes, what do you think this is going to do for her? And personally, I really believe that this is good for her, because she was kind of stuck in the WWE. Like, they tried to change her gimmick. She went from the bad girl Emma in WWE, and they tried to make her the good girl, right? Do you remember that?
I think that change is so hard to do.
Yeah.
Because to go from bad to good is always just.
Well, then they brought her back to bad, and then they eventually let her go, and
well,
then
always gonna. And
then she was on the Indies, and she was in ROH for a while, but she has a skin disease, which she had to take some time off or something like that. But what I think that this will really be good for her, because Gail Kim is still part of Impact Wrestling, even though she came out of retirement to face Tessa Blanchard and all that good stuff. But she still is part of the production crew of Impact Wrestling, and she works with producing a lot of the women's matches and work alongside the women. So I think
this is going to be a good opportunity,
right? So I think that right there, not only all the other people that work at Impact Wrestling, like Scott D'Amore,
networking,
right?
That's
and
what
Scott
it's about.
Callis and what
Who
have you.
know?
But I think that in itself, her being able to actually get some one-on-one time with Gail Kim and help her, because Gail Kim's really good at psychology of a match, and that's, for a women's match, you have to have some good psychology. Don't take this the wrong way, but you have to believe it. And guys, we're dinks.
Oh no, it makes perfect sense, because you have to be able to empathize with a woman, and that's not easy to do. You have to be able to be like, oh man, this poor girl, and so you gotta really have a storyline that fits it, and you gotta work a tiny bit harder, because guys are, don't take this the wrong way, guys are a little thick, so you need help.
No, I don't know.
So
that's why I said we're dinks.
Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. We gotta work a little bit harder to make it make sense.
I felt like I was back in the UK again there for a minute.
Yeah. Oh, most women can't emphasize. Most people have empathy problems, but again, Josh, this is the wrestling podcast. We're not talking.
Yeah.
Get into that.
I'll have to make a whole new YouTube channel for stuff like that.
Yeah, and that I don't have enough alcohol for that one.
Yeah.
I need a cot. Anyway.
So Netflix. So there was a while back, they announced a movie thing that they're doing with WWE, but now they have announced they're beginning production on their new series featuring WWE superstar The Big Show. You ready for the name? According to the press release, the show will be called The Big Show Show. Talk about
why isn't it just called The Big Show? Why didn't you just call it The Big Show? I know. Dear,
and you can't make this up. Everyone. This is exactly how it's written.
We live in the dark timeline.
All right. So the premise of the show is, quote, when the teenage daughter of Big Show, a retired world famous WWE superstar, comes to live with him, his wife and two other daughters, he quickly becomes outnumbered and outsmarted. Despite being 7 foot tall and weighing 400 pounds, he is no longer the center of attention. So it's a kid type.
All right, listen.
All right.
They're about to put this man through some shenanigans. All right, can I take I want to take bets. He's going to be at least once in a ball pit. I don't know why. It's his teenage daughter, but I don't know why. Somehow, some way, they're going to put this man in like the smallest
We're
thing they can
taking
find.
bets on like
What is
scenes.
This, what are they going to put Big Show in? What are they going to fit Big Show in? Because that's going to be 90% of the content. Big Show smacking his forehead on things.
Well, do you have Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you
Thanks,
really
Mom.
looked at Netflix and
Yeah.
like the content that's on there nowadays? It's really went away. A lot of kid content.
Well, again, and don't want to get into this, but I found out that it's apparently cheaper for Netflix to produce an entire new show
Yes.
and let their fan base just die because they don't care about retention. They like the new subscribers. So they go, look at this brand new show, get them new subscribers, then let the show pitter out around season 4, one day at a time. Anyway. Everybody's got at least one show that they're like, oh, remember how good this was? Yeah, and then it died.
And then it died.
But yeah, so hopefully this Big Show will be successful and not at all like Chris Lee Knows Best. That's
Oh,
my
he's
fear.
Still going. Managed to bam, 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 bam. Beat them when they're down. Ah! But anyways, so now as you've seen in the beginning of the show, we had the 10-bell salute for Harley Race, who passed away. So that's a little bit of an unfortunate news. But he did pass away at 76 years old due to complications from lung cancer. He was an 8-time NWA champion. He won the second King of the Ring in 1986 and was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004. An absolutely true legend, sure. And probably one of the best bad guys to ever be a bad guy, to be truthfully honest. So,
Hey, he's in the words of someone who's experienced it. Pass on, you're feeling better now.
Yeah.
So
right.
he's in a better place, as they say, wherever that place is. And yeah, absolute legend.
Man, I don't know what's going on over here. They're asking.
Well, I think they almost kicked you out of Rasslin Rage.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, if you just do the checklist, they don't need you anymore. Quote.
Oh, are they
Hey,
want me
you
to...
should make Harper bigger in the corner, by the way. Take him and like make him hang on. Like this.
Yeah.
Wait. What? Huh. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, put your hands back.
Huh.
Boop. There you go. So
Yeah.
now we are going to go to legit wrestling questions. So legit wrestling questions. You can ask questions about wrestling. And I don't know, maybe about Rasslin Rage. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. Legit wrestling questions when we come back. Animate them, they say. That's more money. Someone's got to have to.
Look,
I need a
do
new
you
sponsor.
have-
Worth
come on.
Farms. Where you at?
Oh man, I want to animate him. I didn't take that class. I just got Photoshop. I'm learning.
Oh, yeah. So, Taylor, who are you voting for? Dude, I was going with Mongo, but after the last match, the reaction that Lil Dicky got was insane, man. Like, I like Mongo. I really do like Mongo, but Lil Dicky, man, he owned it. And with, hey, come on, and we can talk about this because it was on the highlight reel. Come on. Aaron O'Ryan having a thong on.
That was okay. I
The
was
people
so
went
proud.
crazy.
I'm so
He
proud.
pulled that thong. Come on.
Represent. Represent.
Sold.
Look, I agree because and it's funny that you said that because that's kind of Mongo was super cool. I loved seeing him the first time and the second time. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
The crowd was with him. He's got a really good energy, and now if Aaron O'Ryan is feeling it to the point where he is going that extra mile.
Yeah.
Actually, I think every wrestler should have to once understand the little dicky.
For sure, absolutely. What else do we got here?
Calling on you, Malcolm.
Caller.
I missed Aaron O'Ryan in a thong. Yo, Mom,
Yeah,
don't
you
you
sure
hate
did.
Speedos? Also, yeah, you did.
Taylor, what is your favorite match of all time, indie or pro? While you think of that,
I had a question for you.
Okay, but don't forget don't forget to check out the interview with Warboy Dre Jacobs after the show. Go right over there, check it out if you haven't already, because it's awesome. Mrs. Weir, talk about you. And Wednesday, August 7th, my interview with Heidi Katrina. I know you'll be checking that one out. Will be available. Remind me to show you a video after.
Oh, heck yeah.
Available for your viewing pleasure. Also, don't forget to keep your eyes peeled to social media for my appearance on Heel Fad News. You know, if you were in Wyandotte, you got to see it today on Wyandotte Cable. And don't forget to check out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and ProWrestlingTees.com.
Hey, you gotta learn how to do it. I gotta catch up. Now I don't know if this counts as a. Anytime somebody goes, "What's your favorite match?" It's the Booker T Stone Cold grocery.
Yeah, I think that is a match because
it was too good, and then the follow up in the church. It was great. It was a good time. And as demonstrated by recent events, Stone Cold brings the house down.
Yeah.
Every time. And Booker T, to his credit, there's a reason he is who he is and that he's sticking around as long as he has. He's incredible. I remember kind of growing and watching him.
They're asking, who is your favorite Rage co-host? Master Weir. Sorry, that's the one I gotta go with.
You have to.
Yeah.
If you said anything,
I'm glad that you understand.
If you said anything else,
right?
No, it's cool.
Taylor, if you were a female wrestler, what female wrestler would you like to wrestle?
You know what's funny? The fight instincts that come up at the thought of wrestling any of these women, they're just so awesome that I'm like, I'd get my butt kicked.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I'd probably. Okay. I got some training. You
got more than some. Give yourself more credit.
Oh man. Well, it goes without saying that I would want to wrestle Heidi Katrina, but that is a guaranteed. I'm losing. That's fine. I'll get pinned. But no, I'm only just now kind of seeing these female wrestlers at more frequency, I guess I should say. Like I haven't seen too many that are actually good. So it's nice to have one. But honestly, Arabella.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Right.
I've known her. She has a similar background to Alex in where she comes from, how it works, and I would definitely want to wrestle her. It'd be a blast. Every time she's on this show, she's just a delight. You don't have a good time when she's on the show?
Oh, I do.
I think it's a great old time.
I do. I have a blast when she comes on. Taylor versus Jay Lawrence at XICW before he retires. That's the dude that comes out in the Dobok.
Yeah. Well, okay. So
Cobra
I feel
Kai?
bad because like he was. Yeah, he's cool. I outrank him though. So that's just abuse.
That's all.
That's abuse. I would just, you see this black
outrank
belt?
him.
I'm gonna whoop him. Well, I mean, realistically, it's funny. I had a couple of students ask me that today. They're like, "Do you beat up black belts?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, "What? Why not?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, when they need it, but that would 10 years." And I had what? 10 years? Get out. But anyway, I did have a question for you.
Okay, ask away.
And then I'll check the chat because there's more questions. You can repost them because I may have missed them. How many hours do you spend watching wrestling videos and content or listening?
No idea.
Estimate. Ballpark for the business week, Monday through Friday. Because everybody knows you should at least take those weekends and try to take them for yourself and relax. Buy your wife flowers.
Oh, it's hard to even put a number on it, to be truthful. Because because I don't watch just videos, or because I don't watch like whole pay-per-view.
Right.
I'll sit down, like I watched all of Cyrus's match, saying, and I'll watch some stuff like I watched a couple weeks ago. It was Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes in a steel cage match for the title. It was the NWA title, but it was when the NWA switched to the big gold title, just before Ric Flair went to WWF.
That title
with
makes
the
me
title.
think of Batista. So strange about how far, like how long that was, and how.
I can't put a number on it. I really can't. It's hard.
Because there's gotta be you have to be in the know. Because I was thinking about it. I mean, you got to dedicate so much time to just knowing and everything too, in indie and pro.
A lot of my time goes on
WWE
watching some of the other guys' stuff.
AEW.
So if I right now, I haven't been doing as many interviews right now because I have a lot already done, and I want to keep it that way. I want to keep a month in advance at least recorded and ready to be edited. You know what I'm saying? And it's because it's vastly helping. Oh my God, is it helping so much? But I watch a lot of their stuff. Trey Jake. Go look up Trey. Stuff I didn't know. And that's another thing that's cool about interviewing these guys and girls is I'm finding out more stuff about them that I never knew. And it was like I was saying to the wife, I was like, it's kind of ruining me in a way, but in another way it's not, because it's like I know more than the typical person that's a fan.
No, you've been behind the veil.
Yeah, and I don't know everything, but I know a lot. But at the same time, I've been finding that it's making me more emotionally invested in certain individuals rather than
their story. You know where they come from. You want them to succeed.
Right.
You want those moves to be hard. Yeah, you're understanding that it isn't just two dudes throwing each other around in a ring.
Yeah.
It's so much more than that. It's built on years of experience. It's all of it is culminated into that moment, into that motion, into that action. It's not a motion.
Whatever.
Right.
Something. But no, that's
apparently our mics have been bad the whole show.
Well,
but that's okay. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it next show. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna...
Yeah. Booker T, you're supposed to be defending the switchboard.
He's supposed to be doing something. I wonder
if he disappears as well. I also didn't do it.
But so there's that. That's my story.
Quite a lot. Quite a lot is that answer?
Right.
Oh, you mean?
Well, that's why your mic's cutting out, because you're going away.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. So you're making me choose between Jody Threat or Heidi Katrina. I gotta see more matches, man. How about Jody Threat versus Heidi Katrina, and then I'll decide. Actually, Jody is who I wish I could look like, and then Heidi might not actually be a real person. I don't know yet. Not confirmed. But I think she's digs my brother, so that's weird.
Really?
I don't know. She's on his Facebook.
I don't.
His past Facebook. Rip.
Rest in peace.
No.
Alex Weir's Facebook. Well, now he's got a new Facebook, so whatever. But
he'll build his fan base back up pretty quickly.
I hope so.
There
was the fan page posted Marty Jannetty today talking about first match.
Yeah. Well, that was 3 years ago.
Something like that.
I have hang on. I have the videos of like the original confrontations and Alex getting in Andrew's face.
Good stuff.
I'm just thinking about, that was so long ago, and how much has changed within just the last 3 years, and how much work has gone into it. The fact that Marty Jannetty is just like, what's up, Alex Weir?
Right.
No.
Yeah. There's
That's
a lot of
crazy.
people like that now. But hey, listen, guys. Again, don't forget next week, Heidi Katrina. Boom, boom. The week after that will be Mongo. The week after that, I believe, Rohit Raju, Impact star, also known as Akeem Zane, the Mad Dragon, Saginaw, Michigan. And then the week after that, Sexy Sean Casey. And then the week after that, Big John. And I don't know.
That's awesome.
I had to figure it out.
When are you going to bring Blake down?
I'm still working it out.
Hang on.
Those guys are so hard to get.
I wonder.
Because I've talked to Malcolm.
Well, Malcolm, I'll just Snapchat him.
Oh, you whatever. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Anyways. All right. So listen, guys. Have a great night, because it's
9.
yeah, it's time to go. You have a great night, and we'll check you guys later. Make sure to smash that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll check you next week. He said sold. What's sold? Something sold.
New flavor of the week is dark cherry. Messages to Happy Harbor page for the orders.
Oh, sold. See ya. Get your Happy Harbor ice cream. Bye.
We are the Death Threat Army. Vehicle City villain Aaron Orion. Black Diamond Jack Price.
The Wild Child Jody Threat. And Weaponized Alex Weir. And you're watching Rasslin Rage live on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on YouTube.